Silchester is a village and civil parish about 5 miles north of Basingstoke in Hampshire. It is adjacent to the county boundary with Berkshire and about 9 miles southwest of Reading. Silchester is most notable for the archaeological site and Roman town of Calleva Atrebatum, which was first occupied by the Romans in about AD 45 and includes what is considered the best preserved Roman wall in Great Britain. Location: the present village is centred on Silchester Common. It is about 1 mile west of the Church of England parish church and former manor house, which are in the eastern part of the former Roman town. Local government: Silchester is a civil parish with an elected parish council. Silchester parish is in the ward of Hampshire.It, part of Basingstoke and Dean District Council and of Hampshire County Council, and all three councils are responsible for different aspects of local government. The ward returns 2 councillors to the borough council. The 2001 census recorded a parish population of 918. Transport: there is a village-linked minibus service which serves Pamber Heath, Silchester and Mortimer West End. It is necessary to pre-book this service by contacting Hampshire County Council. Manor: Silchester was recorded in the 11th century, when one Alliston held a manor here with King Edward the Confessor as his overlord, and one Shepping held another manor with Earl Harold Godwinson as his overlord. The Domesday Book of 1086 recorded that the Normans William de Rowe and Ralph de Mortimer possessed Alliston's and Shepping's manors respectively. The book assessed Alliston's manor at 5 hides and Mortimer's at 3 hides. De Mortimer's tenant was another Norman, Ralph Blute. In 1204 he or later Ralph Blute gave a palfrey horse in exchange for a license to enclose an area of land southeast of the former Roman town as a deer park. Today parts of the earthwork park pale survive, and parts of the former park remain wooded. Forms of the toponym included Siltesteri and Silchester in the 13th century, Silchester in the 14th century and Silchester in the 18th century before it reached its current spelling. The Irish peer Boyle, 1st Viscount Blessington, bought the manor in 1704 and it remained with his hereditary heirs until the death of William Stewart, 1st Earl of Blessington, in 1769. In 1778 it was inherited jointly by Thomas, 1st Viscount de Vesky, and Edward Pakenham, 2nd Baron Longford. In 1806 Baron Longford's daughter the Hon. Catherine Pakenham married Arthur Wellesley, who in 1814 was created Duke of Wellington. In 1828 John, 2nd Viscount de Vesky, and Catherine's brother Thomas Pakenham, 2nd Earl of Longford, sold the manor of Silchester to the Duke. In the first decade of the 20th century Arthur Wellesley, a 4th Duke of Wellington, still owned the manor of Silchester. Church and Chapel: the Church of England parish church of St. Mary the Virgin is just within the walls of the former Roman town, possibly on the site of a Roman temple. The building may contain some reused Roman materials. The building dates from the late 12th or early 13th century. It has a north and south aisle, each of 2 bays. There is no chancel arch, and the chancel is longer than the nave. The wall of the south aisle was rebuilt in about 1325–50, incorporating an ogee arched tomb recess containing the effigy of a lady wearing a wimple. 2 new windows were added to the church the 14th century, and 2 more, including the perpendicular Gothic east window of the chancel in the 15th century. The church has a perpendicular Gothic rood screen. The pulpit was made early in the 18th century, but its tester is dated 1639. There is also a carved memorial cartouche to the Irish peer Viscount Icarin. The bell turret has a ring of 5 bells. 4 were cast by John Stairs of Aldburn, Wiltshire, in 1744. The other was cast by William Taylor of Oxford in 1848. There is a primitive Methodist chapel on Silchester Common. Roman town. Calleva Atrebatum was an Iron Age oppidum and subsequently a town in the Roman province of Britannia and the civitas capital of the Atrebates tribe. Its ruins are beneath and to the west of the parish church, which is itself just within the town wall and about 1 mile to the east of the modern village. The site covers an area of over 107 acres within a polygonal earthwork. The earthworks and extensive ruined walls are still visible. The remains of the amphitheatre, added about AD 70 to 80 and situated outside the city walls, can also be clearly seen. The area inside the walls is now largely farmland with no visible distinguishing features other than the enclosing earthworks and walls, with the church and old manor house in one corner. During excavations carried out in 1893, the Silchester Offham stone was located. Dated c. 400 AD, it is one of very few found in England so far. Amenities. Silchester's sole public house is the Calleva Arms, named after the former Roman town of Calleva Atrebatum that lies within the village boundary. It was known as the Crown prior to being renamed. The parish has regular events and village activities through the year, including a beer festival, fun run, church fete, and music festival. The village has an amateur dramatic society and a village association. Silchester Cricket Club compete in Regional Division 3 North East in the Hampshire Cricket League. School. Silchester has a Church of England primary school. Most Silchester children of secondary school age attend the Hurst Community College in Borghurst. Awards. Silchester was voted Hampshire Village of the Year and South England Village of the Year in the Calleva Village of the Year competition.